Our new look team get their first shot in Europe. Let's see how we get on. Yes, hello, welcome into the LNM Sports YouTube channel here for the Killie Boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more Football Manager content. The Killie Boys are now in Season 6. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully you will join the journey if you've not already been joining it so far for the last 5 seasons. I show you on this screen Robbie Much because he is out injured for possibly up to 3 weeks from today because of a pulled abdominal muscle, which means in today's game up against Ep.60 in the Europa League and the return leg when we travel to Kazakhstan to play them, we're going to have to play Nathan Trott in goal, the signing we made from relegated Livingston for £88,000. He's our new backup after we sold Peacock Farrell. If you missed that, look at yesterday's episode because I went through the transfers there. So he gets his first game for Kilmarnock in a European night on the lights. I mean, where are we? We're in August. It's probably not under the lights at Rugby Park if we're in August at an 8 o'clock kickoff, but you never know. There might be some floodlights on. But here is the team for that game. Trott's going to play in goal. As I said, the defence is going to be the same as the last game because Logan, Cockavas and Egan Riley, still none of them are fit to play. So Hamilton and Spence at centre back. Brown playing at right back and Hardley playing at left back. The midfield is going to stay the same as well. Makrenitis and Kastrup in there, but it changes slightly further up. Bolly's still going to play on the right hand side, but we're going to play Finn Malcolm in behind Alan Graham in this game, which means Dylan Tate drops to the bench and Darren Burke also drops to the bench, and we'll have Larice playing on the left hand side to see how he does in this game. The assistant manager, Tim Cahill, my assistant, said to me he's a bit more of a physical player. So I'm assuming perhaps we'll need to have physical play in this game. But we shall see in this first game, the first leg against Ep.60. So here we go. Ep.60 appear to be playing in white with blue sleeves, which is very interesting up against our blue and white stripes. We'll see what the first highlight of the day proves to be, and it looks like it's Trott with a nice short pass to Spence. At least he can do a nice short pass. That's one thing which he's able to do. Bolly down the right hand side here with the ball. Could he swing the ball into the box? He can indeed. And Larice gets a header on it. It's not quite good enough to get past LMSov. The ball played forward. Makrenitis intercepts and Kastrup finds Malcolm. And it's back to Makrenitis and Malcolm again. And Larice down this left hand side here. And Graham's in the middle if he needs him. He swings it in, but Bolly gets at the back post, and Bolly scored his second goal of the season. Playing well on that right hand side for us as a backup player to Rodell Richards, moving over there and doing very well indeed. Larice gets down this left hand side, gets past his man eventually, and pings that into Bolly, and Bolly scores that goal. 1-0 Kilmarnock. A goal kick here from Ep.60. The ball played forward, but hopefully Trott collects. He does indeed. He finds Spence with a short pass. We're passing it nicely around the back here. And Hamilton finds Malcolm, who spreads the ball out wide to Bolly. Could this ball get swung into the box? He cuts inside. He tries to do it himself. And it's a good save from LMSov. And they've yet to have a shot, Ep.60 here. We've got another highlight. Malcolm's come deep to collect that ball. Bolly's got it. He has a shot. It's another good save from the goalkeeper. Trott's got the ball here for us. Finds Spence at the back, and we pass the ball about nicely at the back. Spence finds Larice on the left hand side, and what's he going to do with it? He finds Hardley out wide. Hardley back to Larice. Larice to Kastrup. Hits it, and what a finish from Jens Kastrup. We tried one of those at the end of the game last week, trying to match Makrenitis, and he's not quite matched it. Makrenitis is maybe better than this goal here, but it's still a very good finish into that bottom corner. Hardly with the ball back to Larry. Some nice play down this left hand side, I must say, and Kastrup gets the ball and woofed. No chance for the goalkeeper there. Lovely finish in that bottom corner, and that's 2-0 to Kilmarnock here. Ep.60 still with no shot here in the first half. And we've got the ball on the right hand side. It's a free kick which Bolly will take. It's swung into the back post and Spence heads it in, and that's his first goal of the season for Mark Spence. A nice headed goal, and we're up 3-0 after 40 minutes. Nice simple ball in. Spence gets past his marker, and the marker never gets into the correct position after that. 3-0. This has been a very dominant performance so far. I'll say that I'm happy with the way things are going. Everyone seems to be happy. And we'll start this second half. We start the second half with a free kick here. And Charles Bolly looks like he goes over to take it. He hits it. And it's just wide of the goal. And time is ticking down here. 50 minutes ago. So I'm actually going to make a triple substitution. All three of our central players are going to come off. Burton, Valaquez and Tate coming on for them. Valaquez, this will be his debut for the club. 15 minutes here. This game in Europe. Let's see how he does, how he performs in that box-to-box role. That's really how I'm trying to train him as. He likes being a ball winning, but I'd like to see him as a box-to-box. Bolly with this ball on the right-hand side after the build-up play for us. Brown with it, finds Burton, and they're playing nice 1-2s with each other. Finds Valaquez on the edge of the box. Larice finds Graham, and it's just off the post. That was nearly Graham's first goal for the club. Paying 17, 18 million pounds, whatever it was, possibly up to 30. I'd like to see him actually maybe score a goal, which would be ideal. Meanwhile, there seems to have been a sending off. I'm not quite sure what for. I'm just going to watch it again because I was talking. The ball swung in. I'm not sure what's going on there. It appears to have possibly punched him in the head. I don't know. But he was sent off anyway, the striker, for Jed to say. But yes, I would really like for Alan Graham to actually score some goals for us, since we've paid a lot of money for him and he's not really done anything for us so far. Some nice build-up play, but he's not actually scored a goal. Let's see if we can get one here. Brown finds Burton. Burton plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Hardley goes down the line, gets challenged, and the ball is cleared away, only as far as Spence. It looks like they might not be playing with a striker anymore, Jetty here. Hardley down the left-hand side. Ball swung in towards Graham, but it's found Bolly at the back post, and that's his third goal. Is this going to be another one of those seasons where our right winger scores more goals than a centre forward like last year, the way that Rodell Richards did? Spence gets the ball down the line to Hardley here. The ball swung in. Graham had a chance at getting it, but it's squirmed through to Bolly, who puts it into the empty goal. And that's 4-0. Come on it now. Corner kick here from Jedisi. It comes out as far as Marlanov and all the way out to Skvortsov. The ball played forward, and that is their first attempt on goal, but it is offside and disallowed. That'd have been very disappointing. One shot on goal and one goal for them, but no, he's quite a distance offside, and it's still 4-0. Hardly throws the ball to Tate, and perhaps Graham has a chance of getting a goal here. Jordan Brown with it down the right hand side. What's he going to do? He might swing the ball in, or he gets challenged instead, and who's going to take it? Charles Bolly. Sorry Bolly, I'm not going to give you it, even though your penalties are only a 9. I'm going to give it to Alan Graham, whose penalties are actually the best, and he's got 17 finishing. I would like Alan Graham to take this penalty. And for some reason, they've not listened to me. And Charles Bolly takes it anyway, and he scores his hat-trick. Why did they not? They gave me the option to pick Alan Graham, and they never actually changed. That makes no sense to me at all. Charles Bolly scores a penalty. That's no problem with me. I'm happy for him to get his 3 goals. But I'd like Graham to have had a chance to score a goal, maybe get his confidence up. We've won 5-0. They've not had a shot. It's a total demolishing of them. But still, none of our strikers have scored a goal. Let's move on to the next game. I'll give you the update at the end of the Dunfermline game to see how we played and who scored the goals. And then we'll go to the second leg against Jeddah when we travel to Kazakhstan with a 5-0 lead. Maybe we might make some changes, put up a kind of backup team in that game to give them some game time. And you can rejoin us here as the time ticks down. 3 minutes as the time to play here against Dunfermline. Another dominant performance, really. 4-0. Make that 5 thanks to a Ross Forrest header there. Larice scored a goal early on in the game. A headed goal from Jamie Hamilton to make it the second. Jens Kastrup had another good goal from the edge of the box for the third one. Alan Graham finally got a goal for Kilmarnock from the penalty spot after 70 minutes. And you see Ross Forrest getting his first goal for Kilmarnock as well. He's just come on right midfield position and gets that 5th goal. So that's 2 5-0 wins on the bounce now. Let's see if we can make it 3 5-0 wins on the bounce when we travel to Kazakhstan. That leaves the league table looking like that after 2 games. I know it's not much to see, but we are top of the table, which is nice to see. Thanks to that 5-0 win, that's really helped our goal difference. Some transfer updates just before this next game. We have now sold James Forrest, £46,000 he's been sold for, going to Dundee. Remember, we brought him in for nothing at the start of last season. He played 15 games for us in the league, 9 starts. Played all right, wasn't really that great, and we've sold him on. His physicals have really fallen off a cliff now. So he actually joins Rory McKenzie at Dundee. So here we are. Here is the team for the second leg against Jettison. And you can see I've made a little change to the system. We're going to go with 2 up front. Why not go back to our 4-2-2-2 system, where we had the 2 wingers and 2 centre forwards, and see how we get on with that. My thoughts were possibly Graham's not getting enough link-up play, and that's why he hadn't scored his first couple of games. I don't know how true that is, but, you know, I'm trying something. We're up 5 now. It's unlikely we're going to lose 5 now in this game if we get it wrong anyway, so what a time to try it. Why not try it now? You can also see we brought Riddle Richards back in. It says he's fit for 45 minutes, so you'll get the first half today. Just see how he does. So the team looks like this. Trot and goal. We've got the same back 4 as it was. Hamilton is Spence in the middle with Brown and Hardley either side. Logan's nearly there. It says he should get 45 minutes. Maybe I'll actually bring him onto the bench instead of Andre Woods, and Logan can play at right back. He can get 45 minutes, and then at half time we'll completely change that right hand side, and Brown and Bolly likely can come on and play on that right hand side. Let's do that, changing it on the fly here. So Hamilton Spence in the middle, Logan and Hardley at fullback. It also says Egan Riley can't play and Kokovas can't play, so that's why Hardley is going to be playing there, and those 2 in the middle. Button and Velasquez in the middle. Completely changed the midfield. Why not give them a game they haven't started for us yet? Let's see how they do. Richards, as I said, on the right to start. Buck can get the game on the left-hand side today. And Malcolm, I've decided, is going to go and play alongside Graham. Playing as a false 9, so he'll drop into that hole and then go up forwards alongside Graham, hopefully. When we are attacking, he can still drop back and link up play. I think it will work quite well, especially against a team who appear to be a lot worse than us. Let's get right into this game then. And the game begins, and I've got a highlight straight from kickoff, which could be interesting. We're playing in the white today, and Jettison are playing in their blue. Hardly down the left-hand side, into Burke. Back out to Hardley. Is the ball going to get swung into the box? It is to Graham, and that's a good save from Alemisov early in the game. A nice effort from Graham there. I'd like for him to have finished it, but unfortunately he didn't. Hamilton with a headed effort, and that's gone over for another corner kick. We're putting on a lot of pressure here early on in the game. Button with the ball in, and it's headed away eventually. Free kick for us here. Button swings the ball into the back post, and it's just headed wide by Hamilton. Not had a huge amount of chances too much. We've seen every single shot in the game so far. We've had most of the ball as well, but they're playing 3 narrow attacking midfielders, and I'm slightly worried they might overrun our 2 in midfield. But as I say, we're 5-0 up anyway. I don't imagine they will score 5 goals. I mean, the first shot of the game, and they have scored it. In fact, that's our first shot, legal shot, I should say, of the tie. And they've scored it, only taken them 105 minutes to actually get a shot on goal against us. And they're up 1-0, which is disappointing. But hopefully, this team can play slightly better, and we can get some more chances here. But I'm not too sure. Jesse have got the throw in, but we have headed it clear. And I'm not even going to try and say some of these names because some of them are pretty tricky to say. They pass the ball about at the back. It goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. We're matching up quite nicely with the 2 strikers against the 2 centre halves. So you're putting a bit of pressure on them. But I worry they can get past us through in that midfield if required. But we have won the ball back here. Malcolm got the ball from Graham. He hits it and it's bounced off the defender. But Burton does collect. And could we play the ball down the line possibly to Logan? Instead we find Hamilton. We go to the other side. Burke gets it here. Down the line into Graham, and Graham finishes, and that's his 2nd goal of the season for him. His first from open play. That's better. That's the sort of finish we want. 17 finishing from Alan Graham, remember, out of 20. And that's a lovely, lovely finish. He's a left-footed striker, which I didn't realise until he took that penalty in the last game. And a nice finish at the front post there. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come from him. And we reach half-time with it being 17 shots to 1. 18 shots to 1, in fact, yet somehow it is 1-1. You know, I think that's a definition of being FM, to be honest. I meant to take off Logan and Richards at half-time there, but I'll give them another 15 minutes in the second half. Why not? Just to give them a few more minutes under those legs. No highlights in the first 15 minutes though, so we'll do that right now. Camille Logan, off you come. Jordan Brown on for you. And Roddo Richards, off you come. And Charles Bolly can play on that right-hand side for the last half an hour in this game. Throw in from them deep in their own half. The ball played forward and it's intercepted by Burton, and Velasquez takes it and out to Hardley here. And can we get the ball into the box? He gets challenged, but he goes down the line again. Might try to swing it in here. He plays it back to Velasquez. He gets challenged and the ball's cleared away. But Brown finds Burton out to Bolly. Perhaps an overlap from Brown. Brown gets the ball. He goes down the line. Is he going to cut this ball back or swing it into the box? Cuts it back to Burton. He swings it in and it's into Burke at the back post. And that's Darren Burke's first goal for Kilmarnock here. Very, very happy to see that. Brown goes down the line. As we mentioned, we're quite good on the wings, but we often cut the ball back first. Burton then swings it in, and Burke, unmarked really, just volleys that in. I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing, but it's 2-1 Kilmarnock. Finn Malcolm's not really doing much so far in this game, so we'll bring Ross Forrest on to play for the last 15 minutes, see how he does up alongside Graham. I must say, we're scoring lots of goals, but we've only had one goal from Graham from open play there. We've reached full time. There you go. Just I was about to start talking about that. We've reached full time, winning that game 2-1 and 7-1 on aggregate. That is something I'm worried about if we're not actually going to score goals as our strikers. Obviously Bolly scored quite a few goals for us and he scored a few goals for the midfield, but I really would like the strikers to do something. See lots of games happening there, lots of goals scored. And we'll see who we play in the fourth round. And it is Hertha Berlin. There we go. We play them in the qualifying round 4. And we'll play the first leg at home on Thursday the 21st of August. Which means some games have been moved about because we were due to play St Mirren this midweek. And indeed it has moved. We now play St Mirren at some point in September. So our next game actually is up against Hertha. So I think what we'll do is we'll do very similar to what we just did in this episode. The next episode can be Hertha, both legs, and I'll give you an update, just as I did for the Dunfermline game in this episode, for the Dundee game in the Betfred Cup second round, which you should win because Dundee are a division, possibly 2 divisions below us now. They're in the Championship. They got back promoted again, so they're in the division below. We might have a reunion with James Forrest and Rory McKenzie in that Dundee game. So yes, if you have enjoyed that very, very good start to the season, we've had 4 competitive games and 4 wins. Some nice symmetry there, 2-1, 5-0, 5-0 and 2-1. If you have enjoyed it, do leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you're looking forward to more Football Manager 21 content. And until the next one, we'll see you then.